I'm Johnny from Extra Boxing here with Will the Power Coix out of Power Boxing and Fitness Gym in West Chicago. Another fan question we get is, what do you do in the ring, maybe with a new opponent, or trying to feel like, what do you do to feel out your opponent, to figure out how they fight, what they want to do, and figure out a game plan against that. So honestly, for me, I just kind of go in there on autopilot. However the fight goes, it goes. If this is a fighter that chases me back, I adapt to it. If it's a fighter that runs, I adapt to it. So I enjoy that kind of game, and I just kind of let it go. I mean, honestly, if you're getting in the ring without knowing how to deal with 100 different styles, it will be tough for you. But generally, for me, I try to hit my opponent. I stick the jab. If they're there for it, then I throw it. If they're not there for it, then maybe I have to use my footwork more to get them in front of me to throw the jab. If they're really defensive against a jab, I throw something else, you know? So it all depends on me. And also, too, a lot of times when I'm going into the ring, I have my own agenda. Like, it's not always winning. Sometimes I'm really hell-bent on working a certain technique or on a certain punch. So in a moment like that, I'm not trying to figure them out at all. I'm just trying to throw more left hooks to make my coach happy, or throw more uppercuts to make my coach happy. So that's my approach. I mean, I just kind of let it happen. Honestly, to be honest, I just let it happen. However it goes, it goes. But Will here, I'm hoping we'll have 20 more ideas for you guys.
There's so many ways to answer this question because every fighter's different. You're going to face different opponents. And, you know, the last thing you want to do is actually feel what they're going to throw at you. So this kind of question has a different way. I look at it a different way. I never want to feel what that opponent is going to do to me. If you're looking at how can you actually, what's the right word for this, figure him out, how to figure out your opponent, then that's a whole different kind of game plan that we should be figuring out. On the fly is the best way because every fighter gets tired at different points in the match. Every fighter gets tired at different points in a round. Maybe they come out real strong. Do you want to come out strong? Maybe he's going to come out real light and save his energy for the last minute of the round. Do you want to overwhelm him or do you want to fight his style? So you're going to have to see what works and what doesn't. Throw out what doesn't work and put in what does work. So if you're kind of the aggressive fighter where you go in, but he's really good at defending, he's got good reflexes, and you're just wasting energy at some point, figure yourself out before you figure him out and kind of revert back. Okay, throw that plan out of the way and get on your jab. See if he likes a jab. If you're laying that jab a lot, keep doing it. And then once that starts to run out of ideas, then you can start mixing it up with something new. So I wouldn't necessarily say how do you feel out an opponent or how to figure out an opponent. Figure out what's working for you. Don't look so much at look at his point of view because he's trying to do the same thing to you. He's trying to figure you out while you're trying to figure him out. So you got to have to play with different cards, have a different plan. If you see them in the gym before, you know how they fight. You see them in a boxing show, you see how the way they fight. You see the way their opponents fight him. Research. That's the best way to explain it if you want to put more in depth in it. Research him. Look them up, YouTube. Everyone's on Instagram. Some on Instagram boxers. They just want to show what they have. Research, 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 but never be scared of them because everyone's a human being with the same two hands, with the same 2 feet.
Okay, what I do, as soon as I get in with somebody that I don't know, I instinctively I can feel if they're a fighter that tends to go more forward or tends to go more backwards. It's simple as that. I know if they're more aggressive, I know if they're more defensive. I also know if they're more right-hand dominant, they have more power in their backhand, or if they're more left-hand dominant, they have more power in the left hand. And then aside from that, I have an idea of how long their combinations are. So there's some fighters that they love to step in, 1, 2, boom, step out, step back, 1, 2, step away. They just throw 2 shots and that's it. It's just a hit and run. The other fighters that they'll wait all day. They'll walk around, chase you, and then unload 5, 6 shots. I keep an eye on that. And then lastly, I try to figure out if he's tired or not. That's a big one. I try to feel if he's tired. And the moment I feel that, I have fun with it. I chase them down. So, but generally, those little mini things are what I'm feeling for. Technique and all that, strategy, you already did that in sparring.
No, just to go on Johnny's point, to feeling out if he's the kind of fighter who likes to throw those 1-2 pocket shots and moves around. Is he a runner? Is he an aggressive fighter? Is he a mixture of both? you got to be almost the anti of what he's trying to do. So if he's like the footwork kind of guy, you be the footwork kind of guy. You know what was great about I can't say his name, Teofimo Lopez. Did I say it right? Teofimo. I am Mexican. I can't even say that name. Dang. I don't really like him. Anyways, point. Lomachenko. I was a Lomachenko fan. Anyways, he used what Lomachenko does and then used it against him. And obviously, which was crazy, as he had the right game plan for that fight. You know, he moved around with them. He threw punches over the top. He was able to throw some power shots that Lomachenko couldn't handle. And I think that you should also almost sometimes, not always, because if you're not good and he's the better person to do it, you got to know when to put it in and when to take it out. So almost be the anti-fighter, because maybe he's always doing that 1-2 because it's always worked for him. But if he faces someone else who's doing the exact same thing, how can it be a boring match? It'd be a boring sparring session, but almost be the anti or the same. So sometimes you're fighting a boxer, sometimes you got to be the bull. He's the matador, you're the bull. Or sometimes you both got to be the bull. And you don't want to take not unnecessary punches and exchange, but you almost have to do what you can to block, move around, and once he's done punching, it's your turn to unload and unwind. And hopefully that will overwhelm him enough where he's going to be the less reserved, conservative fighter where he's moving on his back foot. So think about those ideas. See what works and see what doesn't. Put that what in, and be the kind of fighter that he doesn't want to face. Like Lomachenko didn't want that 6-round fight to be the way it was, and then all of a sudden he tries to turn it on, but by that time it's too late. My name is Willpower Coix, along with Johnny from Expert Boxing. We'll see you in the next round.